guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully everybody had a wonderful day. Hit the gym, watch some wrestling if you like wrestling, or watch whatever sports you like to watch. Hit that PR, or just are in the gym and getting things done and getting strong out here. So with that, guys, I want to get into another Centurion Labz product, but this is something you would want to pick up if you're trying to cut and you want a thermogenic that won't be as intense as God of Fire, but will get you to that next level when it comes to a fat burner pre-workout or a fat burner period. So this is Legion by Centurion Labz. Now Legion, I did pick up just a sample pack, and it is capsule form. You do get 2 capsules in this little package right here. And honestly, Centurion Labz did a great job with their sample packs. Look how cool this looks. Honestly, I'm amazed. And in the back, it just shines. So, and the cool thing about this is, like, if you want, you can just reuse this for whatever purpose. Maybe like put some pre-workout in here, you know, and just put a different label on top. But regardless, you did a great job on marketing with just a sample pack. And like always, let's get into the ingredient profile, and then we'll get into the experience and how it did in the gym, honestly, because when it comes to fat burners, for me, I want to use as many fat burners as I can, but not to the extreme. Like everybody else, I love to use a fat burner just because it will help me lose some water weight, shed some weight, period, as I'm trying to get more lean and lose all this excess weight. I still got like 80 pounds to go. So let's get into the ingredient profile. Like I said earlier, this is 2 capsules that you'll be taking with water. So for me, you can't do a flavor test on pills. It's just pills. You just down 2 of them with water. What I would recommend is take these capsules about 20 minutes or 30 minutes before you head out to the gym. So by the time you hit the gym, it's already in your body and it's already being processed, and you're ready to go with the energy to crush your workout. Now, the first ingredient we are getting in here is some calcium at 16 milligrams. So vitamin B3, which is niacin, and we are getting it at 10 milligrams. Now, when it comes to with niacin, you might get, some people might have like almost an allergic reaction effect, meaning like your pores will open up, you might feel a little itchy. But when it came to the 10 milligram level, I didn't really feel anything from the niacin, so you're good. And you can take my word on that, because I do have eczema, so when it's either too dry in the winter or when it's too humid in the summer, it flares up, and that kind of gives me that same effect. And with the niacin, I didn't get none of that in here. Let's move on to the next ingredient. Now, it is vitamin B6 at 5 milligrams. So the next ingredient we are getting in here is some white willow bark extract, 5-to-1 ratio. Now, I haven't done a lot of research on this ingredient, but I know it has a lot of fat burning properties, and they threw it in here for a reason, so it must work. And we're getting it at 400 milligrams. Now, so the next ingredient we are getting in here is the caffeinogenesis at 350 milligrams. And 350 milligrams of caffeine is more than enough for you to get through your workout. Anything above 300 will put you into that zone and push you through any kind of workout you're doing, unless you're going 3 hours, but that's a different story. Now, the next ingredient we are getting in here is some cayenne pepper at 100 milligrams. Now, if you don't know what cayenne pepper is, it is one of the most hottest peppers that you can add. I believe its origin is African, but I'm not 100% on it. But again, it is great for fat loss, and it does heat up your body pretty quick. If you ever had some cayenne pepper, throw it in some soup, or even on your food, period, a little bit will have you like your nose dripping and like you feel it come out your pores. So this ingredient is very effective, and also it is an anti-inflammatory, so it does have a lot of properties, not just thermogenic properties. So the next ingredient we are getting in here is some L-tyrosine at 100 milligrams. Again, great amount for L-tyrosine. I know a lot of companies do like with 50, 200, some even put like 300 and up. I believe that's kind of like leaning too much towards it. 100 is just a perfect amount. Now the next ingredient we are getting is some Googie lupin extract at 50 milligrams. That one, I do not know what it does. You would have to do some research on it. The next ingredient we are getting is some Centurion HCl at 50 milligrams. The next ingredient we are getting is some GBB at 40 milligrams. Honestly, this is, I believe it's 10 milligrams less than the God of Fire. God of Fire had 50 milligrams of GBB. So for me, that was a lot. So coming down 10 milligrams did wonders for me. 40 milligrams, I believe, will be my max. It's kind of somewhere where I feel more comfortable, where I don't have to be like, hey, do I have to wipe down the seat in the gym, or do I have to, you know, bring an extra shirt or whatever, or having to take an extra shower throughout the day. So 40 milligrams is right there, and anything above that will get me into that uncomfortable zone. So the next ingredient we are getting in here is some Paradox, which is Grains of Paradise at 25 milligrams. Again, Grains of Paradise is another spice, but this one is different because it comes from a seed. And it is also an anti-inflammatory, aside from the cayenne pepper. But this one is more intense because it kind of sticks to the layers of the walls of your stomach, and it helps you shred that fat. So it is a more intense spice, and this one I know is from Africa as well. So this one will get you sweating. Now the next ingredient we are getting in here is some black pepper extract, yielding at 95% at 10 milligrams. Now black pepper extract can work in two ways: one for the absorption, and also as another spice, another ingredient that will make you sweat and burn some fat as well. So the next ingredient we are getting in here is some yohimbine HCl at 3 milligrams. Again, Centurion Labz added yohimbine to a fat burner, which I feel like is great, because when you take a fat burner and you have some alpha yo, it pairs well. You feel good, and also you get the good benefits of it without it leaning towards the negative. And the last ingredient in here is some alpha yohimbine at HCl, yielding at 98% at 3 milligrams. So a different source of yohimbine, a little bit more intense, but again 3 milligrams. So together we are getting 6. Like the 6 milligrams together didn't feel as intense or as bad as I thought it would make me feel. Maybe it's the sourcing of the yohimbine and two different sources combined doesn't give you that same effect as just one source at 6 milligrams. These are all the ingredients for Centurion Labz Legion Extreme Thermogenic Pre-Workout. Now let's get into the experience and how it did in the gym. So for me, when it came down to this, it hit a little different since it was pills instead of the powder form. And I believe the powder form hits a little faster. So when I took the capsules, I didn't feel the effects until like that 30-minute mark. That's why I said you should take it 30 minutes before, because that's when I started feeling. That's when I felt the energy come in, and I started feeling like a little hot, but nothing bad. You know, I just started feeling like my body was heating up. But as soon as I hit that 45-minute mark, that energy rushed in. I was able to, you know, crush my cardio session. And then hit the weights, and also when the yohimbine kicked in, I started to feel really good. I started feeling better, and honestly, for me, it was an all-around great experience when it came to it. I didn't get that like swamp butt that I got from God of Fire, but I felt it enough that I knew I was sweating more than usual. This time I did bring my amino with me to the gym just because I knew I was going to be thirsty and I was going to need a little bit more energy than just water to push me through my workout. To get me through my workout. And honestly, it was the best thing that I did. And if you guys know, I do carry my Brute EAA formula with me. And once those are done, I'm going to switch over to the Panda BCAA. Just letting you guys know what I'm doing and what amino I'm taking when it comes to these strong fat burners and thermogenics, because you have to stay hydrated because you're going to lose a lot of water. And even though you're trying to lose all that fat as well, but you need to stay hydrated or else you might catch a cramp and then your whole workout is done and you cannot move forwards. Now, when it came down to the 1 hour mark, I didn't feel anything elevate more, meaning like it didn't build past that 1 hour mark. It stood there. I was able to feel good with the Alpha Yo. Energy was strong enough to get me through my hour plus gym session. And this time I was able to hit the sauna without any issues. Didn't have any negative side effects throughout the whole day. The energy did last about that 4 to 5 hour range. But I did feel a little like, like I needed to pick me up later on in the day, but that's just me because I'm already used to having a lot of caffeine in my system. So I ended up drinking like a small coffee later on in the day. Nothing too much, but just enough to get me to that 5, 6 o'clock mark, and I was good to go. Aside from that, didn't get any negative side effects like chills, nose drips, or anything like that, which was weird because the God of Fire kind of gave me that. So that's where the 10 milligrams of the GBB makes the difference, and the different sources of your Himbine also make a difference as well. Aside from that, like I said, I was nothing negative, so I was able to crush my gym session, focus and do everything at work. Didn't have to take 2 showers or 3 in a day. Just took one right after the gym. Still felt warm throughout the day and felt like I was burning fat, but not to the point that I was like, hey, I gotta take another shower or I'm sweating through my shirt or nothing like that occurred. And with that, guys, I give this one actually a better review. So if I gave God of Fire a 10 out of 10, I'm giving this one 11, just because of, one, it's pill form, so I don't got to mix it with nothing. I could just down this. And honestly, this is a good one just to have on the side, because if you know, like I have my Panda Cuts back here somewhere. Yeah, it's over here. And that is one of my go-to fat burners. But again, having a different one that's pill form, I would give this a better review than God of Fire. So with that, guys, this is the full review of it. Also, I'll be doing a review on the Nemesis next because I stacked it with the Nemesis, and this is their pump formula. I just want to do a separate review on this because it is a separate product that you do purchase. That's why it's the individual bag. But all in all, guys, 11 out of 10. So with that, guys, I'll catch you on the next video.